We experience various types of stress in our lives. For some, it may be demanding work. For others, it may be relationship issues. Everyone responds differently to stress emotionally and mentally. However, here's a surprising fact. The physiological response of our bodies to stress is the same regardless of who you are. Then, what miraculous things does our body perform to protect itself in stressful situations? And why is it dangerous if that response persists for a long time? Stress is recognized as a crisis situation for defending our body. At this time, our body activates a powerful defense system. The key is the activation of the sympathetic nervous system. This puts the energy held within the body into a state for fight or flight. The step-by-step changes in the response are as follows. The hypothalamus of the brain sends powerful signals through the spine to the nerve centers. The thyroid gland in the neck secretes a large amount of thyroid hormones to increase the body's metabolism. The adrenal glands near the kidneys also secrete large amounts of hormones, triggering a series of programmed responses. Blood vessels in the skin and digestive organs constrict rapidly. More blood is directed to the muscles of the arms and legs, completing preparations for immediate action. The spleen contracts to release many white blood cells and platelets into the blood to prepare for wounds. The liver releases blood sugar to provide more blood sugar needed by the body in an excited state. Digestive activities, such as loss of appetite and dry mouth, stop in emergency situations. The nostrils dilate to inhale more oxygen. The pupils of the eyes enlarge to detect more visual stimuli. Additionally, feces or urine are excreted to lighten the body, making it easier to run away. The stress response is optimized for survival, so it suspends functions not immediately necessary for survival. Therefore, in a state of fear or worry, we cannot properly digest or absorb food. Undigested food ferments or putrefies within the digestive organs, adversely affecting the body. When the body and mind are unstable, it is important to avoid eating if possible and regain stability. Our bodies respond wisely to short-term physical threats. However, the problem is long-term stress caused by emotional and mental problems in modern society. Whether physical or mental, our body's physiological response pattern does not change. If stress persists, hormone secretion increases significantly, and the following are particularly important. The secretion of adrenocorticotropic hormone increases, which leads to the activation of cortisol secretion, resulting in increased adrenal androgen production. What we commonly call the powerful stimulant adrenaline rush continuously excites the body. Excessive and persistent stimuli, such as traffic jams, excessive work, and financial problems, damage the adrenal glands and eventually deplete neural energy, which is bioenergy. No human can endure continuous stress. This eventually leads to exhaustion, negative thoughts, bad lifestyle habits, and finally physical abnormalities. In stressful situations, the body activated energy by supplying fuel to the muscles to fight or flee. If the energy accumulated for the stress response is not resolved and builds up excessively in the body, muscle tissues become tense and stiff. Even in the case of chronic stress, if you do not exercise, muscles and tendons become short and thick, and the overall muscle tissue hardens. This also causes problems in the body's nervous system. Appropriate exercise, such as yoga asanas, walking, and jogging, resolves the activated energy in a natural and beneficial way. It is not true that only the mental aspect is important, just because stress originated in the mind. Regular exercise improves mood, promotes positive thinking, reduces stress, and helps with relaxation. Our bodies are very wisely designed to fight or flee in stressful situations. To prevent this system from malfunctioning, we must protect our adrenal glands from long-term stress and resolve accumulated energy through appropriate exercise.